How's it going, everyone? Sethphir here, and welcome back to another Honkai Star Rail video. Today we have an amazing farming route that you should be doing every single day. This is going to get you experience, this is going to get you cash money, and it's going to get you some upgrade materials, so you definitely don't want to miss out on that. And as a added bonus, if you do it correctly, you can also earn some pools and summons, and I'm going to go ahead and show you how. So first off, let's talk about the things that you will get doing this route and what it is exactly. So essentially, we're going to be going around and killing monsters. That sounds a little bit simple, but monsters respawn once daily. So this is going to be something that you can do every single day, and they have some decent materials, cash, and experience values that can be gained with them. So just for an example, I started off with level 20 characters, and by the end of the route, I was about 21 and a half, so it was about 28,000 experience, which was pretty good per character, so that's going to be for every single person on your roster. So this can be really, really nice to level up your level 1 characters and get them all the way to 20, so that you can receive the free Ascension material bonuses, and that's going to include those summons or pools that I was talking about. You're going to get a Star Rail Pass every time you get a character to 20, and then you're going to get another one for 40. So as you gradually level up these characters for free without having to spend your experience materials, you are actually going to be gaining summons and saving yourself on XP, which you can use for your high value characters when you want to push them to their max levels. So this is going to be the first and most important part. Then after that, we are getting cash money itself. You're going to get about something like 100 to 300 cash per encounter, and there's 148 encounters total. So it can be a nice chunk of change, especially really good for free-to-play players. This is a fantastic thing to go ahead and capitalize on. It does take a little bit of time to do. I will say it takes about an hour if you are quick. But it's worth it overall. So I'm going to go ahead and show the route for you down in a link in the description down below. At first, I was going to make the route and the map myself, but then I found out that somebody already did that. So huge shout out to pridewin.gg and Kelsera, as we will go ahead and link that in the description so that you can see the route itself. But as we get in to do it, I'll show you an example. You want to set up your party in a certain way. And the reason why you want to do this is because you want to share experience with the lower level characters, and you want to use your higher level characters to go ahead and defeat the enemies. So what I would strongly recommend in a party setup is go ahead and have 2 carry characters, so your 2 strongest characters that you feel can just completely solo the fight by themselves. And then you want to have 2 characters that are getting boosted. So they can be level 1, level 20, whatever level they are. It doesn't matter. They are just there to gain experience. I tried to do it with 1 carry and 3 boosted characters, but it was a little bit much, especially when you got into some of the other maps and regions. And this is going to work for every single map in every single region. So you could do everything on Gerillo, then you could do everything on the space station. There's a lot of enemies, and that guide or that little description link down below is going to show you a route that's going to tell you exactly where to teleport and the best way to path to each one. So it's really good to do, but it will be a little bit difficult especially when you get to this spaceship, the new area, the 3rd area. This can be a little bit challenging as these monsters are really obnoxious and they tend to blow up and do AoE damage and all kinds of crazy stuff like that. So you just want to be a little bit cautious of that. So I would set up for 2 characters within the party that are going to be carrying, and then 2 characters that are going to be getting boosted. And let's go ahead and dive right in. So we'll just teleport on towards one of the edges of the route here, and we're just going to kill these monsters and show you what happens. So generally, if you have a high level carry, you won't have to worry about anything. Majority of these monsters will be absolutely one-shot until you get to that 3rd zone. Then it gets a little spicy depending on what level you are. But as you can see, you can clear this encounter really, really quickly. And on the left, I got credits, and I also got upgrade materials and experience. So we can see that I have gained experience there, and the type of upgrade materials that I'm going to be getting are decent as well. There are a few things that you want to take a look after, because these materials, while it may seem like you have a lot right now, when you start converting them into blue materials and purple materials down the line, when we start reaching equilibrium level 3 and 4 and 5, you're gonna probably need some of these. So accruing these materials now is gonna be really important because they are used to level up and ascend the characters, they are used to level up and ascend the talents, and they're also used to level up and ascend the light cones. So you're gonna be using them ×3 across the board, so stocking up on them now is going to save you a lot of heartache in the future if you run out of these and all of a sudden you have to start farming or getting them from like shops or other resources, so it can be quite tragic. So being able to do this is going to be nice. So now let's go ahead and carry on the route. So as you can see, once again, we'll just kind of run through and get another battle encounter and just kind of clear out the whole level. And another tip that I will say, and this is going to be an important one, turn auto battle on, especially if you have a high level carry. You can go into these settings over here, and in the last category, you can have this thing that says, do you want to continue the use of auto battle? It's going to be set to no by default, but you can go ahead and switch it to yes. And when you do that, when you get into an encounter right here, in the top right corner of your screen, you have the fast forward through animations, and then you can also hit this infinity sign, which is going to be the auto battle, and you won't have to click on it every single time if you have that option enabled. It's going to allow you to just power through the enemies, and as you can see, once again, I got the badges, which is used for the upgrades, the little token upgrades, and then I also got the cash as well, which is also pretty important. And then you keep running through the map and clearing over on the side like this. So that's essentially what it is. It's pretty nice to do every day. It's something that you can do when you run out of time, right? So if you've run out of like things to do, you're completely caught up with the story, you're caught up with everything else, this is going to be a nice way to boost some of those little characters up without having to spend your valuable resources. And it's going to be a good way to prepare yourself with cash and materials for upgrades. Is it super worth overall? I think so. I think it's especially good for free to play. It's a nice little thing to add. Is it mandatory? I don't think it's mandatory. I think that you could probably get away with doing it occasionally, or even just doing it for the specific regions that you need materials from. When you click on a material, you can actually see where it's going to be dropping at, what type of enemies it'll be dropping at. It'll tell you specifically. So if you do need that, your team tends to use a lot of this specific material, then you can go ahead and target that and save yourself a little bit of time. And of course, if you're a whale, you probably don't need to do this because you can buy a lot of these things from the shop. I'm sure you have tons of currency and all that stuff anyway, so, you know, you save yourself some time and don't have to do this farm like that. But for me personally, since I'm free to play with $0 spent, this is helping me a lot. It's allowing me to level up characters beyond my means, as well as keep up with cash, because once you start to upgrade those relics, you'll see your cash drain down quite a lot really quickly, and that can be quite obnoxious. Alright, that's going to be it for this video. Thanks for watching, everyone. I truly appreciate that. If you found this helpful, make sure to subscribe, like, and hit that bell notification so that you can get alerted to future guides, tips, tricks, and secrets that I will be coming out with. I'm going to try to put a video out every single day, and in addition to that, I am going to be streaming on Twitch, twitch.tv/Sethphir. If you want to come check me out live, I do a lot of clears. I've cleared World 6 in the simulated universe so far, and I've even cleared World 15 in the Forgotten Hall. So I'm in the next one called the Memory of Chaos. So we got a lot of good stuff doing and going on there, and we are doing this all free to play, $0 spent. So if I can do it, you can definitely do it, especially if you purchase the Battle Pass or any other extra goodies that will help you out along the way. So come join us for a fun time as we continue our endeavors in Honkai Star Rail. Thanks again for your time, and we will see you in the next video.